but she is not on it. All right. All right, it's time for the guys 4x8 relay. They're walking out on the track. And I mentioned a number of times this morning, David, that I thought that Ohio and Pennsylvania are two of the best 4x8 states. 800 meters is definitely a focus event. Number one, Dublin Jerome, 7:39.44. They're number 13 in the country. Lexington, number 15 at 7:39.62 thus far in 2025. So, again, ranked amongst the best 4x8 teams in the country.
Why is that? Just
again, it just the middle distance mentality. Pennsylvania and Ohio have great distance running traditions. To me, that's it lends itself to that. You know, it's that gateway event into middle distance.
Okay.
It is definitely not a sprint. 400, that's where things shut down. But the 800 has turned into me a 400 dash, a 400 die, because they take it out so fast they really have to. Yeah, gone are the days of sitting and kicking in a quality 800 field. But Dublin Jerome, number 13, Lexington at 15 in the country. Both of those teams ran sub 740 a week ago at the regionals.
Wow. I'm burning it.
The National Scholastic Record Central Bucks South from Pennsylvania, 7:33.48 back in 2009. And we're underway with the 18 Division I boys teams on the oval. Dublin Jerome, Centerville, Lexington, Avon, Butler, Hudson, Menor, Gahanna Lincoln, Westerville North, Brecksville, Broadview Heights, Toledo, St. Francis de Sales, Beaver Creek, St. X, Euclid, St. Ignatius, Olentangy Orange, Olentangy Liberty, and Lancaster.
Olentangy.
As Keith Jackson used to say, on the banks of the Olentangy.
Yep.
Those are just,
oh, netta.
That's right. When I was driving past Ohio Stadium today, I said, oh, that's what it's all about. All right. And they hit the brake line, the cones, and they are headed for the rail, everybody. Hopefully nobody broke early.
Right.
And right about on cue, 55 and change, the opening lap for the first leg of the boys 4x8 relay Division I. I think we discussed this morning about what the level of excellence, under sub-8 in Division III, right. High 740s, low 750s, D2, Division I. You got to be low 740s to be in conversation. A year ago, 7 of the 8 medalists were 745 or faster.
Right. It's just been an impressive day of all around Ohio high school athletics.
So it is Lancaster once again. Get the stick through the zone, about 155 for the leadoff runner. And folks doing the track math, that is a 7:40 finishing time. That's the pace we're on right now.
Is that a good pace in your estimation?
Yes. Yeah, at Lancaster, they ran 7:49.70 at the regional. But you see all those teams still in the mix. We're going to have a big bunch of people.
That's what I was noticing. It's about 11 bodies up there.
By the time we hit the main straightaway once again. There's only really about 3 teams off that lead group. They're going 3 wide, 4 wide, down the main straightaway, trying to get a shot at the leaders. And here they come. 252 through 1,200.
Everything's still tight, in my opinion. You got one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Lots of people, lots of teams still to be heard from.
15 bodies up there within each other.
The lead,
Striking distance.
that's right. The lead two side by side going into the final 200 in leg number 2.
They're getting into it. You gotta love it when the fans get into it.
All right, there are 5 teams within a handful of strides coming through the zone. See who does the best stick work. And they are well under 4 minutes through the opening metric mile, and a little bit of checking up there as people forgot how much space they have between themselves and the next runner. Don't want anybody to go down on the back straightaway. Again, we're back to that magic number of 11 that you mentioned. I see 11 teams, either single file or just on the shoulder of the runner in front of them in this 4x800 relay for Division I boys.
Yeah, days of the kicks are gone. I mean, my old track coach used to talk about that. Exactly what you said.
They are still going 3 wide here down the main straightaway. 3 laps remaining, 4:49. Who is going to win this one? The state meet record, Cincinnati St. X 7:36:33 back in 2014. I don't know if our winner can get there, but they're going to be pretty close. I see at least 2 or 3 teams under 7:40. And we finally have somewhat of a breakaway.
You're right. Everybody's thinning out a little bit.
Dublin Jerome, our yearly list leader at 7:39:44, and here comes Lancaster. So Dublin Jerome, again, ran 7:39:44 at the regional, number 13 in the country. They are on point, leading this 4x800 relay. That pack of 11, David, has just been blown wide open as we have the lead group of 3, then about 20 meters of open track, back to 2 more teams, and then another 5 back to 3. So there are 8 medalist teams potentially.
Right. That's it. I can't see anybody making up that gap.
So Dublin Jerome on the rail in the lead. So it is the Minutemen of Lexington in the number 2 position, then Vandalia Butler. 1 to go at 6:41. Does anybody have a 55-second lap in them? We could get a state record with that.
That's a heck of a kick. It's going to be a nice finish.
All right.
Really.
200 to go at 7:11. On the board, the final 2 teams. Lexington and Dublin Jerome. They're 1 and 2 in Ohio, 13 and 15 in the country. The Minutemen of Lexington and Dublin Jerome.
Uh-oh.
It is going to be Lexington with the victory. And a new state leading time for the Minutemen.
Wow.
7:37 and change for Lex.
Great call, Phil. Great call.
What a run, and they will move up the national rankings with those 2 performances by Lexington and Dublin Jerome.
Woo.
So going to be just outside the top 10 now. Lexington trading positions on the state leaderboard and in the overall rankings. They get the win in the boys 4x800 relay. Again, their winning time, 7:37.65. They beat Dublin Jerome to the line by just under a second, 7:38.51. Just the top two under 7:40. Butler third at 7:41.46. Time for the hurdle crew. Hurdle crew on the track.
Speaking of all these amazing races, you can follow OHSAA social media. Looking for the best way to connect with OHSAA every day? Follow us on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, where you'll find tournament updates, event announcements, videos, news from around the state, and more on OHSAA social media platforms. We got you covered. Also, our OHSAA program sales. Programs for this state tournament are currently available. All state qualifiers and state championship history are included. To order, go to OHSAA.org and click on Tickets and Fan Guide. Did you know last year that OHSAA donated more than $3.5 million to member schools? Each member high school received $2,000 to help enhance the school's athletic program, and a $200 athletes received a scholarship for $1,000. In addition, $1.7 was awarded last year to help offset travel costs to regional state tournaments. The OHSAA serving our member schools and enriching interscholastic opportunities for students. OSHA's website, hey fans, the tournament time's upon us. Go to OHSAA website to find brackets, scores, news around the state at OHSAA.org. You can also purchase state tournament tickets, photos, souvenirs, apparel, programs. Remember, your tournament headquarters is OHSAA.org.
Well, David, it took us an hour and 15 minutes to finally get this D1 meet rolling. But, wow, what a way to start. Two great 4x800 meter relay, won by Hilliard-Davidson and Lexington.
Once it got started, now it's rolling. You're exactly right. Great races, great finishes.
And one of the fastest boys 4x8s in state meet history. They're now numbers 12, and Dublin Jerome still 13, but Lexington pops from 15th to 12th in the country in 2025. The boys 4x800 meter relay. Coming up next, the girls 100 meter hurdles, 33-inch barriers, 10 of them. Vashti Thomas from Mount Pleasant High School in San Jose, California, all the way back in 2007. She is the national record holder. And in the Division I, no returning state champion, so things are a little wide open.
Okay. That'll make it interesting. Somebody's got to get the crown. Not bad.
And Brown had run 14:12, so that's a season best for her. Faith is another one of the youngsters. She's a sophomore.
In theory, she's going to get better at it. She's going to get stronger, faster. Technique gets better. Expectations, all those things matter.
And that was a barely legal wind at 2 meters per second, so right on the button. So that is a wind legal performance. Faith Brown, 13.91. And Wiley's 13.72, also wind legal, 1.9 meters per second. So not enough of a gust as they replace the hurdles, bump them up 6 inches to the 39-inch height for the boys, 110 highs coming up next.
Are you ready to make the call? Positions are always available when you come to high school contest officials. Officiating is a great way to stay in shape, remain close to the game, and contribute to educational experience for our student athletes. Signing up is easy. To get started, learn more. Go to the officiating section of the OHSAA website on ohsaa.org/officiating. We'd like to thank EA Graphics is pleased to be the official OHSAA state tournament merchandise partner and has 2025 State Championship Souvenirs apparel currently available, whether it's T-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, or other apparel items. Be sure to pick up your State Championship merchandise today. To order, visit shopohsaa.com.